Cover crops and no-till farming. No, you're not at the wrong website. This is the National Water Conservancy website. And our mantra is water is life. It sounds trite, doesn't it? What's the first thing that we look for on other planets to see if there's life? It's not other life forms, it's water. No water, no life, period. Water is life. Water affects almost everything on our earth, but other things also affect water. So now we're back to the conservation practices of no-till and cover crops. Cropland agriculture is one of the dominant land uses in the U.S. Over 40% of our land is spent in agriculture. No-till practices are used on about 40% of the acreage, with cover crops only on about 5 or 10%. Must not be many benefits, huh? Well, actually there are. Both no-till and cover crops protect the soil from eroding. No-till, by definition, means that the ground isn't plowed up. It isn't tilled. The crop is planted directly into the residue from the previous crop. Cover crops are planted just before or sometimes after harvest, and they protect the soil during the 5 to 7 months when the crops aren't growing. Now, both practices protect the soils from wind and water erosion, and both practices also increase the organic matter of the soil. And I'm sure some of you are going, so what? Well, let's talk about that. 1% soil organic matter holds 27 times as much water as dirt. 2% soil organic matter means the soil will hold over 50 times as much water as dirt. More water in the soil, less irrigation. More water for the crop. Cover crops also keep nutrients. They keep nitrogen, they keep potassium, and they keep potash or phosphorus in the soil so that they don't wash out over winter. Robbie Beavis, who's one of the founders of the Arkansas Soil Health Alliance, I wish I could show you the slide. He's got a slide of the water coming off 2 adjacent fields. One, the water is clear. The other water is muddy. Which do you think have had no-till and cover crops planted on them? If you're a farmer, soil is your resource. So why would you let your resource wash off your field downstream? Farmers are good stewards of the land, but they're also in business to make money. No-till and cover crops together can save farmers an average of $65 an acre through reduced fuel costs, reduced fertilizer costs, reduced irrigation costs, and reduced herbicide costs. Almost 70% of the farms in the U.S. are 1,000 acres or more. If you save $65 an acre and are farming 1,000 acres, that means there's $65,000 that you don't lose because of cover crops and no-till farming. Conservation practices don't cost, they actually pay. And these are just 2 of the practices that help us protect, conserve, and manage our nation's waters. There are many, many more. And we invite you to become aware and understand more about water and the practices that help us conserve it. More importantly, what actions can you take to help us protect, conserve, and manage our nation's waters? We ask you to continue to watch these YouTube videos as we discuss water.